Hi and welcome to Hoppa's Top 10 Cheapest Destinations of 2017. We have researched over 80 destinations from around the world and gathered prices for typical activities including food, drink and accommodation. Here we'll be looking at prices per person for the sum of those items. So without further ado, let's dive into the top 10 cheapest destinations of 2017.
We're starting off the top 10 with Slima in Malta, which averages out at just £51.64 per day. The Maltese harbour town boasts one of the cheapest places in the world to grab food, a meal for two costing just a little less than £8.50.
Next up in 9th, we're heading down to South America in Mexico City, which can cost just £50.62 per day for a slice of equatorial sunshine. Consistently cheap prices across the board here, but most notable is probably the price of a pint of beer at just £1.22.
In 8th, we're over to East Asia and landing in Manila in the Philippines. Whilst this island paradise may cost you a bit to get there, once you're there it's really cheap, at just £46.90 per day on average. If we thought the Mexican pints were cheap, then the Manilan beer is basically free, at just 38 pence a pint.
For number 7 on our list, we're up to Europe and stopping off in Kiev, Ukraine for just £46.73 a day. With a meal for two coming in at just £9 and a coffee at a very modest 94 pence, you can have a very civilised and cost-effective time in the Ukrainian capital.
Down to number 6, and we're back over to East Asia at Siem Reap in Cambodia at only £44.89 per day. Cheap and cheerful across the board in this beautiful ancient town, with the pick of the prices coming in the form of its beer, again matching Manila for just 38 pence per pint.
We're at the halfway mark in our countdown now, and we're at the popular tourist attraction of Antalya in Turkey for a commendable £43.97 per day. Again, equally cheap and cheerful in all areas, but it's the alcoholic beverages which do the town the best, with a bottle of wine and cocktail averaging out at under a £5 each.
In at 4, we're on our penultimate European trip, and this time stopping at the capital of Romania, Bucharest, for a modest £43.87 per day, which beats Antalya by a meagre 6 pence. Taxi fares are some of the cheapest around here, for just £2.65 for a 5km trip, meaning you can see more of the country for less.
Into the business end of the list at number 3, and it's our final trip in South America down to Cartagena, Colombia, which can cost just £39.70 for an average day. Drinks are where the value sits in Colombia, with coffees at £1.33, beer at £1.38 and cocktails at just £3.98.
At number 2, we're up to Cairo in Egypt, North Africa. Again, cheap across the board for one of the hottest destinations on our list, at only £39.09 per person per day. All areas of cost are incredibly good value here, meaning you can pick up a decent 2-course meal for just over £10, get a taxi back to the hotel for just 89 pence, and sleep easy from just £22.92 per person. Cairo is a great escape for the cost-conscious sunseeker.
And the cheapest destination on the planet is Sofia, Bulgaria, which takes Hoppa's number 1 spot. Both the largest city and the capital of Bulgaria, it's situated on the foot of the Vitosha mountain. Sofia doesn't actually have any beaches or shoreline to boast about, but instead offers a temperate climate with summers reaching highs of 35 degrees Celsius and ample amounts of history and culture. Whilst learning about the Bulgarian Empire might not be everyone's cup of tea, you can grab a coffee for just £1.54 and relax knowing that you're possibly on the most cost-effective break in the world. And that wraps up Hoppa's cheapest destinations for 2017. See you next time!